So we're going to discuss some things about the new season finale for My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, Season 4, Twilight's Kingdom. The scene begins with us in the Crystal Empire, and right off the bat, we're pictured with a shot from that inklings back to the previous episode, which highlights Spike's ego more than anything else. And Twilight goes on about how she's feeling depressed and sad. Then we get this song at the beginning, which is not a horrible song, and it does well to push forward the storyline of the episode, that Twilight has issues with not being wanted or needed, or wanting to do more with where she's at and what she's doing. She desires to move forward without necessarily having earned it. Which is the same thing that brought down Sunset Shimmer and Luna in former episodes. She is walking down a path that leads her to the side of villainy. What I had the most issue with is that the princesses were dancing around. Lauren Foss would have been disappointed. And then we get this new villain. Apparently he was a villain from the Generation 1 series, and he's been around for a long time, but we haven't seen him before. Scary looking, he's got a big cloak on, and when he brings his face out, he kind of looks like a baboon, like some sort of monkey creature. And then he steals magic from a pony, and grows in size. He gets bigger, which is something I'll point back to in a moment. And then Celestia wakes up, and you realize the whole thing's been a vision of the future, or perhaps a vision of the present time. But somehow, Celestia and Luna know of this creature, know who he is and where he came from. And so we discussed that for a long time, about how his brother befriended the ponies, his name was Scorpan, and how Scorpan became really great friends with Star Swirl the Bearded. Tyrek is imprisoned in Tartarus. Now, Tartarus is one of these weird places. It seems as though the only way to reach it is through another dimension, is to pass out of Equestria through a window or a gate. Now, we did this, we know that other dimensions exist from Equestria Girls. We know that gates exist, permanent portals into other dimensions. And so, you have Tartarus, which is obviously another dimension, the dimension that would closely resemble Hell. And they ask Discord to put Tyrek back in his prison. So, Tyrek escaped. Discord, you're the master of all, you can sense magic around you, you can affect the universe, you are essentially a reality bender, and have the ability to change anything. All we ask is that you, go down, look at Tyrek, figure out where he's at, and put him back in his jail cell. And Discord, because he's, become reformed and he's a good guy now, he goes and says, yeah, sure, I'll do it for my friends. Mostly for Fluttershy. So he goes and he finds Tyrek. Now, when he finds Tyrek, you see him as a pony. You see Discord as a pony, which I think is a great little snippet that they put in. Ooh, Discord is a pony. And they have a tornado as his cutie mark, which I think is humorous and fun at the same time as it's interesting into the very essence of his being. That Discord is essentially, I cause chaos for the joy of chaos, and I have no other purpose. And Tyrek pushes his way in through that little window. He says, you're a master of chaos, why aren't you being chaotic? And this causes Discord, who was previously bad, became good, to become evil again. He joins the side of Tyrek and becomes this new villain, which helps Discord helps Tyrek steal Pony's magic. And through stealing Pony's magic, Tyrek then gains the ability to steal Pony Pegasi's flight capability and the strength and determination of Earth ponies. So, in general, he's stolen all of the power and strength and capability from every pony in Equestria. All that's left is alicorn magic. Now, when Tyrek was this tiny little thing, and he was this weakling, he didn't have enough magic, and he could not have he could not have gotten to the capability of being at stealing Pegasi or Earth Pony magic. And it was hard for him to steal unicorn magic. He had to basically sneak up on ponies in alleyways. But once he grew to a significant size, and those, minor ponies no longer were a threat to him, he wanted to take on more magic. So he goes to Canterlot. Tyrek goes to Canterlot and steals the alicorn magic. Only the alicorns have already given it to Twilight. So now Twilight has 4 times as much magic as she normally would have had. From 3 other ponies, plus her own alicorn magic. She never had alicorn magic when she was growing up. She was only magical in the fact that she was a unicorn. So if you imagine unicorn magic is quite low on the scale, alicorn magic is above and beyond that. She's multiplied alicorn magic 4 times. She went from having half magic to having 1 point to now having 4 points of magic, which is off the scale, and her body can't handle it, we think, until you see that she doesn't change size at all. So, if Tyrek, upon absorbing magic, grows enormous, why, when Twilight gains 3 extra alicorn points of magic, does she not either explode in a blast of or grow like Tyrek does? Why is she not a 50-foot mare stomping down buildings through all of Equestria? She should be enormous. So, after Tyrek realizes that the alicorns don't have the magic he wants, he just locks them away in his own jail cell. He puts them into his prison cell guarded by Cerberus. So they've got no magic, no way to open the portal again, and they're stuck. So, we see Twilight going out to try and learn how to use her 4 points of alicorn magic. Far more powerful than she's ever been before. She's having trouble keeping it all in, trying to control it. She's doing teleports, which before were very difficult for her, now are instantaneous, and she doesn't even know they've occurred. She's flying faster than Rainbow Dash. How can you fly faster than Rainbow Dash? It's Rainbow Dash! Anyway, she comes close to making a Sonic Rainbow Twilight style. And this magic is building up inside of her, and she has to learn to control it. So she tries to go out and practice, only to be met by Tyrek, who's grown immensely large, must have stolen magic from hundreds of thousands of ponies, and is now this supreme horned monster. Body of a pony from the waist down, and then from the waist up, he's some sort of monkey creature, like a baboon or something like that. And he has grown quite enormous. This picture shows that he is ridiculously large, more than 5 or 10 times the size of Twilight. He is beyond understandable at this point. His magic is so powerful, it's pushing him to his limits. He's got the Eye of Sauron growing out of his head. And so Twilight accidentally runs into him, and she can't control this magic yet. So she tries to run away. Goes back to the library, the place she feels safe, only for Tyrek to go, "Nuh-uh, not gonna happen here." Horn laser, boom, and Twilight has to react very quickly. So she uses this magic that she's only just gotten and instantly knows what to do with it. 4 points of Alicorn magic now. She teleports down into the library, stops time for, I don't know, grabs Aloysius, teleports back out of the library, restarts time, and boom, the library blows up right in front of her. Aloysius is saved, of course, and flies away. She lets Aloysius go, and then turns into the most badass, monstrous, crazy, OP Twilight is OP. OP Twilight is definitely OP. So, she goes in and boom! Kamehameha! Takes a page right out of Dragon Ball Z, and Tyrek and Twilight have this blast. Intermix, laser horns, light, chi, explosion balls, all sorts of crazy stuff happens. And we get to this point where Tyrek literally Hulk smashes the ground, and waves of rippling energy shoot rocks out of the ground, and Twilight laser horns them. Huge battle, incredible effects. It looks amazing, it is amazing, and everything about this is crazy. Until you realize that neither of them really want to be fighting. Tyrek doesn't want to have an all-out-and-out battle. So he pulls his, his little cards, get out of jail free, and he says, alright, I got my buddies back here, and he pulls out the main 6 plus Discord. So Twilight's on the ground, looking at him, we're at an impasse. What shall we do? And Twilight says, I'll give you my Alicorn magic if you give me my friends. Because of something Discord said. Discord says, I had magic, and I had friends, and now I have neither, right? Because I let my friendships go, because I didn't care about my friendships as much as I did my magic, now I have neither friends nor magic. So Twilight realizes in her head, if friendship equals magic, then I don't need magic. I have to support my friends before... I have to put my friends before magic. So, she gladly gives up her magic, and Discord gives her the final key. We've been looking for this key, oh my goodness, the key! So they go underground, back into the Tree of Harmony. And you see the box underground that they introduced right at the beginning of the series, and Twilight inserts her key, and they go Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan all up in this place. Hair growing out. If you've seen Dragon Ball Z, you know that they get bigger, they grow bigger muscles, and their hair changes color and gets bigger. That's what happens to Super Saiyans. And that's what happened to the ponies. The main 6 grow longer hair, get different, it changes colors, and they change. Physically, their bodies glow now. They become Super Saiyans. Super Saiyan rainbow magic. Holy crap, they become so powerful, instantaneous, they just pass out magic as they please. They squish Tyrek, put him back in his jail cell, and the Alicorn ponies, princesses, get escaped from Tartarus. Everyone's got their magic back. The Tree of Harmony releases the key box, and it floats up in a rainbow, and lands right where the library used to be. Twilight's house, the tree, right? The tree. And it plants itself. The Tree of Harmony gives us a box which is pure magic inside from the Tree of Harmony, and it is quintessentially a seed. The box itself is a seed. When unlocked, it places its magic in a new location, and you have a seed of magic. A magic seed which grows you a bigger, better, grander, larger, hollow on the inside Tree of Harmony. It is a giant crystal Tree of Harmony. And inside you can walk around because it's as big as a castle. And this becomes Twilight's New House. The Twilight Castle, and inside, Princess Twilight becomes the Princess of Friendship. If Celestia is the princess of celestial bodies, suns, and if Luna is the princess of moons, if Cadence becomes the princess of love, then Twilight becomes the princess of friendship. But you can't have a princess of friendship without friends, so you have what I'm going to refer to as the Friendship Council. There are seats in a row for all main six, and they become a council of friendship. That was my review slash overview slash reaction slash discussion of Twilight's Kingdom, the season finale of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Season 4. Episodes 25 and 26. Thanks for watching, guys.